Liberation of concentration camps.
Soviet forces were the first to approach a Nazi concentration camp in Majdanek near Lublin, Poland in July 1944. Once they encountered the camp, the Soviets liberated Auschwitz in January 1945. Soviet soldiers found over 6,000 prisoners alive when they entered the camp. Before Germany's surrender, Soviet forces liberated the Stutthof, Sachsenhausen, and Ravensbrück concentration camps. Later, the U.S. forces liberated the Buchenwald concentration camp near Weimar, Germany on April 11, 1945. American forces liberated more than 20,000 prisoners at Buchenwald. They also liberated camps such as Dora Mittelbau, Flossenburg, Dachau, and Mauthausen. British forces liberated concentration camps in northern Germany, including Neuengamme and Bergen-Belsen, where they found some 60,000 prisoners, most in critical conditions because of a typhus epidemic at that time.
The Allies advanced across Europe at the end of World War II. They came across concentration camps that were full with ill prisoners. Majdanek, one of the first major camps to be liberated, was shocked by the quick Soviet advance from the east. The Germans attempted to hide the evidence of murders, but parts were left standing. In January 1945, Auschwitz was overflown by Russian soldiers. It was the largest extermination and concentration camp to which over 1 million people had been deported from all over Europe. In every camp, Allied soldiers encountered scenes that were appalling to society. Bergen-Belsen was liberated by British forces on April 15, 1945. They became very crowded after the arrival of survivors of the death marches. The mortality rate amongst those suffering from typhus was over 60%.
Most of the concentration camps were in ruins since the Germans had destroyed them to try and hide any evidence of the camps. Once the Allied forces had discovered and liberated the camps, they had encountered many horrendous sights. At Buchenwald, soldiers had seen neat piles of bodies. When going into the laboratories of the former scientists, they had found shrunken heads of people, pickled human bodies, and tattooed skin. As they moved further into the camps, they had found barracks full of prisoners' belongings that included clothing, shoes, watches, suitcases, etc. Throughout all the camps liberated, there were many health issues. Where dead bodies were left to be, human waste was scattered all over, and the survivors looked dead, like skeletons, due to the lack of food and poor environmental conditions.